5, and the fans here in New York love his hustle.
Well, Sean, with a smile as he ran down the floor, knowing he played good defense, felt that Lee got a little lucky throwing that off the glass.
Marion now in the corner in the face of Lee. Back iron and no trip after taking the first 4 on this swing. Nash swings it over to Kurt Thomas. Front iron.
Well, a good ball move by the Knicks. Curry positioned himself well in the paint, just missed the chippy.
We talked about the Knicks suspending Jerome James, the center that they signed as a free agent out of Seattle. Raja Bell for 3. Couldn't find the mark, and then Nate Robinson gets the start here tonight for his head coach Larry Brown, who doesn't always like to start, much less play rookies. Traveling by. Dan, are you and I the only guys in this gym?
So far.
Are the players? It is very quiet here at Madison Square Garden. Not a whole lot to do.
Well, that's a tough cover for Sean. Antonio Davis got shot underneath the basket, used his strength there and turned around and nailed it. So the Suns are going to have to come down to double team on that as Kurt Thomas
tried to prohibit Stephon Marbury from getting free passes into the lane. Boris Diaw, and he can't. Knicks jump out to the 7-point lead. They're on a 10-0 run after that Marion 3. Inside of 8 minutes to go. Diaw from the outside. Suns living by the perimeter. Knicks have really been struggling defensively over the last 9 games, allowing 107 points per game. You think that would play right into the Suns' hands here tonight. Marion from Nash, and Marion of last season with Chicago missed the final 13 games and then the playoffs. Then, of course, during the off-season, he refused to take a DNA test, so the Bulls would not re-sign him and keep him on their roster, instead shipping him to New York. Marion from the outside, back iron. Nash keeping it alive. Back to Marion, 15-footer, high archer. Boarded there.
Deal, Tom, but I don't listen to your conversations. I got better things to do, pal.
7-point lead for New York, and there. That state title at St. Mary's, then on to the U of A with Lute Olson and the Wildcats having a tremendous rookie season. It's Channing Frye now defensively on Nash. Pulls back, fires.
Very aggressive, just putting their heads down to get into the hole, and that time Frye picked up the loose ball, took it hard to the basket.
Nash spoon-feeding Diaw, pump fakes on Frye. Another rebound, though, by James Jones. And now it's Eddie House going deep for 3. Absolutely. Compared Channing Frye to a young Tim Duncan. Channing Frye responded, it's a little lofty right now. Lofting it up.
The game-winning shot. That's right.
It's a pretty big deal, Brian. I don't know if you know.
And you got free beer over at Marley's after the game.
That was every game. Noticed that the other night.
Okay. She got that straight. Here come the Suns. Nash, pitch it out to Jim Jackson, wide open for 3. Can't connect. It has endured 4 straight losing seasons ever since Jeff Van Gundy resigned. In comes Larry Brown, but it has been a tumultuous first year. Suns turn it over. There's Nate Robinson. And fouled in the backcourt by Raja Bell of Phoenix.
Just a mistake there by Raja as Kurt Thomas got switched off and had Nate Robinson on him. Raja should have threw it up in the air, instead decided to throw a bounce pass. Nate Robinson was able to take it away. When you got a small guy like that on, you got to throw it up and let Kurt just go get it.
Knicks without Quentin Richardson. He misses second meeting with the Suns. Missed the first one back in Phoenix due to the death of his brother. And after that game in Phoenix, the entire Knicks team moved from Phoenix to Chicago to be with Q at that funeral. Inside Mo Taylor, but Quentin Richardson is out with back spasms, and he had some back issues with the Clippers, and that's one of the reasons the deal between the Suns and the Knicks was stalled.
Well, I was walking down the street here today, and a guy came up to me and said, "Hey, thanks for Q. He's doing a lot for us." It's like, wasn't my fault.
Thank Brian Colangelo. For sure, here in New York City. And the pressure from your head coach, Larry Brown. Jim Jackson, he is to Phoenix Suns run back to a 5-point advantage here for the Knicks. Sean Marion rising up and drew. They've also received 7 points from Eddie House. Jim Jackson, 10 on the shot clock. No-look feed to Nash. Trying to evade Antonio Davis, and it's Jim Jackson again. Back iron for 3.
To the basket.
Oh, the little things with Sean Marion. How about that rebound? Went up there high in the air. Looked like he had mistimed that jump and just hung in the air for rebound number 8 here in the first half for Sean Marion. Nash, right in the face of Mo. He's come off the bench with 7. Excellent bench production for New York. Jamal Crawford has 8. Channing Frye 5. Quintel Woods with 3. Good mistake. Knicks Uni. 2-man game. Nash and Diaw. Boris rolls. Nash trying to find him. Bounces the pass off of Mo Taylor. Up ahead. Free pass for Jamal Crawford.
Game. Sounds like they do a better job.
Knicks with their biggest lead, up by 11. Nash now to Raja Bell, trying to end the Knicks' run.
The play and can't be sitting over on the bench.
Foul was whistled on Marbury. Boris Diaw open look, courtesy Steve Cut.
And a good pass by Nate Robinson. Antonio Davis, I thought that Thomas was going to foul him. Kurt did a good job of avoiding the contact, not wanting to pick up that fifth foul.
Suns now in their half-court set, shooting 51% so far from the field. Kurt Thomas off a dandy dish with small ball. With a small ball lineup, his team in Italy was really struggling. And so we went to a out called by Larry Brown. Here comes Nash and Phoenix. The switch, the feed to Boris Diaw, hits the floor. Foul on Nate Robinson.
What did I do?
Voted in as a starter back in 1995. Steve Nash hoping to be an all-star starter. Coming up here in about a month as Nash draws the foul, bucket and one for the reigning MVP.
Yeah, you know, Steve Nash was in the same league as me. Tough.
That was the all-star game in Phoenix too. They were stuffing the ballot box that year, didn't they? So to the line goes back off that New York turnover. Knicks now have coughed it up 13 times, the Suns 12. Kurt Thomas straight and sweet for New York.
Set up by Stephon Marbury, faking like he was going to go off the screen, took it to his right all the way to the basket. Eddie House collapsed, leaving Jamal Crawford wide open.
Crawford now with 14, Nash setting up Kurt Thomas.
For a second, but thought better of it. Here, going off the pick and roll, Kurt wide open, the New York Knicks laid on the rotation and knocks down, and Kurt started.
The defensive presence of Kurt Thomas, something the Suns haven't had in the past couple of seasons. James Jones passes on the three, finds the howitzer, comes on, picking Stephon Marbury clean. Nash, one of the players there. Mike D'Antoni raving about the defense by
55 from the floor.
Suns first place in the Pacific Division, started 2.5 games up on the LA Clippers before the start of this game here tonight. Marion absolutely for the fourth quarter. A very confident three-pointer launched by Robinson. Nash and the Suns run out of time. One of the few times able to pump it in, now has 19 points to go along with 8 assists against his former team. Nash, 8-point lead for New York. Do the Suns have the energy at the end of this 5-game road trip for another comeback? Without shooting a free throw, the first meeting against New York back in Phoenix. Marbury, New York now up by 8.
It just shows you a ref probably hasn't played a stick of basketball at all. I mean, because you just can't allow that to happen.
Nash said, Channing wasn't the only one. Nate dunked on. Here come the Suns. Nash hangs in the air, gets it over to Marion and holds.
Kurt Thomas with a beautiful outlet, and Steve Nash goes up in the air. Wanted Raja, didn't feel like he could get it to him. And
Kurt Thomas. Marbury still on the Knicks bench. Raja Bell has fouled out of this one for Phoenix. Eddie House, straight and sweet. Suns come in 8-2 so far this season against Eastern Conference teams. Nash sets up Boris Diaw for three.
Stephon shows enough confidence in him to get him a jump shot.
17 points now for David Lee. Marbury's 9th assist. Diaw to a wide open Marion. Suns need it, can't get it. Comes up short and rebounds. Still a 5-point Knicks advantage. Nash to Diaw in the corner. Marion, same spot for three. Different result. Procedures, quite possibly, hoping to wait until after the season. Suns have it. Down by 4. Nash spinning on Crawford, hangs in the air. Good look, good.
See here, Nash is attacking Crawford, spins into the lane and opposite foot right over the rim, and did a good job on the defensive end of keeping Stephon from getting to the basket, which we all know he wants to do. But Malik Rose earning some of that big contract, getting to the offense.
Jamal Crawford defending Nash. Kills the dribble, and now it's Marion. Back to Nash, minute 15 to go.
Woo, count it! Or to get open. This time go away from him. He gets fouled there and puts it on the floor. One too many, but what a circus shot.
Grabbed there by Nash. Here come the Suns on the run. Lays it up. Marion!
Suns, Steve Nash. No one better in open court. Throws it up. The Matrix! Suns up by 2. 24 seconds left. They're just getting too low in the block. Just missed that first one, but is able to get the rebound and nail it in, and Nash goes all the way to the hoop.
House again passing up on the J to Marion for 3. Suns 11 of 35, 3-point shooting.
Goes all the way to the basket.
The electrifying Nate Robinson. Pick and roll, Burke. And he was taken out of the game at the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Nash on the dash. Eddie House Pump fake, rising up. No, won't get that one. 21st game of 2006 for the Phoenix Suns, and it's gone into a double overtime affair. Down it goes. What is left with these weary legs for Phoenix? Marion rising up. There we go, 127, 125. Knicks by 2 in overtime. Nash over to Eddie House from the outside, pumps. Nash now pulls it back on Nate Robinson. Pat Burke for 2. Couldn't get it. Back into the hands of Nash. 5 seconds. It's David Lee covering Nash again. Over to Pat Burke for the win. Oh! He can't be fined for that. He didn't really say it to anybody in particular.
No, it was
that's a
between two friends.
Yeah, it's a third person thing. 133, 129. Marion rolls and goes.